Welcome to the Real Double Dose. This is your host Lex, coming to you straight from the heart where the talk is real and the vibe is always live. For any questions, show requests, or feedback, as always, you can reach us at Real Double Dose channel at yandex.com. That's YANDX.com. Happy New Year 2020. And also, you can reach us at Real Double Dose channel.blogspot.com for many pages of goodness, or should I say web pages of goodness and more. And you can also find the links to our books and just different insights and disclaimers at the bottom of the blog spot, and that is in the About Me section and so forth, and the links, as well as TuneIn, Stitcher Radio, Spreaker.com, Spotify, Blueberry, Deezer, Podcast Addict, Google Cast, iTunes, iHeartRadio, SoundCloud, and so much more. As I've mentioned on all the other episodes, we do have the RealDoubleDoseChannel.com, but we're also going to lay out the red carpet with our feature partners and our sponsors and have that link and that announcement coming to you. And don't forget to sign up with the hashtag free vacation giveaways. That's right. So don't mind me. I know I sound a little, what is it called? Frazzled in my voice, maybe? A little raspy. Okay. And it's, the energy's there. It's just a little, it's posh down right now. But I had to get this out, and no matter how I feel, I know you're probably wondering, come on, Lex, this is just the beginning of the new year. And as this is being recorded at this moment for the airtime, it's definitely not what I expected, but being in the frequency of passing so many people this time of year, so many things going on, it's kind of expected to get a little sick. I'm about 50%, 60% there, but I'm not going to claim the rest, and I'm going to take my medicine and lay down and get some rest, and hopefully it'll pass by. But my heart is still here, my love is still here, and this is called hashtag blurred vision. Yes, hashtag blurred vision, and you're going to see why in just a moment. As you know, obviously, it's not going to be as deep as it could be, and it's not going to be as long as it can be, because I'm trying to just modify it and give the juice of the emphasis behind why the show is called that, and also just make sure I have enough energy to bounce back to get myself right back where it should be, because I'm not going to let, and we shouldn't let, anything stop us. And this right here is just a hurdle at the beginning of the brand new month of January of 2020, just to say, hey, I'm throwing some curveballs at you, Lex. How are you going to access it? How are you going to handle it? And this is what I'm doing, bouncing back. No matter how I feel, we're doing it real. But that's hashtag blurred vision. Now, getting to that, why is the name of that title, you're wondering? Well, let's get to it. There's been a lot of things that come in all of our way, and this is no short shade for myself, and I'm pretty sure each of us could take a snippet of that from our life. And this is, I might want to just say, first of all, just a disclaimer for this person. If they're listening, if they heard, they're about to hear it now. But this is a cool post that I saw from someone. I'm not sure where, but it was shared with me from one of the followers on Instagram. I thought it was pretty cool. Okay, it says, healthy groceries, $100, too expensive. Dinner date, $100, reasonable. Okay, therapist, $130, absurd. Okay, this is something we would say towards why this doesn't make sense, and then why this is reasonable, right? As I'm pretty sure you understood. Okay, so therapist, $130, absurd. Trip to Target, $130, great deals. Average college class, $1,000, expensive. iPhone, $1,000, a necessity. Kids summer camp, $180, too much. New pair of shoes, $180. They were on sale. 60 minutes of exercise. I wish I had time. 60 minutes on Instagram. OMG, time flies. 1 hour on the phone with parents. Eternity. 1 hour watching Netflix, let's watch another one. Everything in life is about priorities. So where do you want to be 10 years from now? Tell me that's not epic. Coming realistically, tell me that's not epic. And let me go on the hashtag blurred vision. Now, a certain person, I care for, she's sweet in her own way. I'm not sure how deep down she is when she leaves our vicinity of where we're stationed at around each other for 8+ hours or whatever. She has this wonderful and creative ideas about how much of a long background she has doing this and that, how she deserves to have more pay, how she deserves to, be treated better. But at the same time, it's about what kind of energy she's giving out to deserve those things, which from what we've gathered and the people in control of that gathered, she basically has conformed to where she's at right now, and she's not accelerating because she's not developing herself at a further pace of where she's at right now. And it could be a lot better even though she wants to start her own business, and her own business itself. Let's just put it that way. But I don't want to narrow it down too much. But in the retrospect of that, some of these programs and seminars she goes to, which I know, and I will say for a fact, like back then when I didn't understand the insights and the breakdowns of it and the pieces of what people put their time together, the energy, the materials they put together, I could see why. And you have to see something of value before you can say you'll pay that price tag to your own comprehension of it, right? So just because you see a nice, restaurant or a nice blouse, you would be willing to pay $74 for that blouse or that t-shirt or that tie, whatever, or a pair of shoes. Somebody else might say, look, I'm not willing to pay $74 for that. I mean, to me, it's worth $30. The next person might say, I pay $100 for that. And you might say, I pay $60. It's all in the perception's eye. People took it back. And this is what I said before. I've had it too. And at this point now, I'm more mentally strategic to look at stuff and say, well, I could spend such and such at this, but let me wait to see this. But my problem is I get so many things I'm hooked up on doing in between that. Let me wait on this. I'm thinking it's a week and I turn around and it's like 4, 5, 6 weeks or like 2 months. Well, hashtag Aries problems. I don't know. But I'm just saying it's not based on the zodiac. I'm just looking at it from all spectrums. So let's get back on track with this one. So we'll just call this particular person Miss SB. Okay. SBB. Let's put it that way. But this problem that I keep seeing consist is not just solely with her. Okay, with all of us in our lives in some way. And please, like I say again, please excuse how I'm talking. I'm trying to breathe at the same time, and at the same time, my tonsils are a little swollen. But I just want to say, like, when you look at it from that standpoint, it's like, okay, now this person saw a particular, I'll say species, right? They were interested in. It doesn't matter if it was a non-human or a non-animal, whatever it is. It's still the point that you're willing to go out of pocket for something you don't need. And you don't even know you can incorporate it. They took it upon themselves, or she took it upon herself, to go out of her way without, logic, from all the huge responsibilities. And I mean that. Sitting, whether it be children, household, trying to get yourself out of rut, trying to get things together. And you spend that money of almost close to $1,000 on getting this beautiful element to add to your family, right? And so people say, oh, well, Lex, it's a cute kitten, or it's a cute puppy, or it's a cool little parakeet, or oh, it's a cool, a nice looking car or accessory. Yeah, it's nice to spoil yourself if you feel like that's all you need to do. But at the same time, I'm going to break this down for that. It didn't come from just that understanding of it. We're not talking about what it was spent on necessarily. We're saying the point that it was spent. Now, this same person will go complain about going to seminars or going here or there, or just certain things, or ask something more of her. It could be $297, okay, or $400, or $100, and they will get skeptical and, oh my God, I don't know, I don't want to spend my money, but I want to be out of the situation. But I want to be in a better situation. Oh, I'm tired of working 40 plus hours. Oh, I want to give more to my family. Or I want to do more. So what I'm saying is, talk is cheap, change is good. That's what I'm saying, clearly. Because each of us look at that in our lives and say, wow, I want to take my people or my family out to dinner. Yeah. Like that thing I just read to you. Oh, taking them out for dinner, $100. Oh, that's reasonable. Spending money on something that I need, that's too expensive, right? So we can look at the things and say, oh, we can't go on one of these third-party, registrations and ask for help for $20. Or we can't, download a software to help us, and it might be $29.99. Or we can't buy a book for $34.99 and look at the golden nuggets. Yeah, maybe we can't afford the $600 program that comes later on, but let's see what it's worth. Or we can't go to a webinar and go spend, $200 or $150 on learning something because we think it should be free for these people to give our information and their time and their knowledge away for free, while we're sitting here possibly don't even care about what we're hearing, and they're putting all their blood, sweat, and tears into it. So long story short to short story long, the whole understanding of that is this person, and a lot of us, we don't see the value when it comes down to investing in ourselves. Now, some of you might have questions about the Spirit and Mind transformation, or Spirit and Mind Elevation Transformational Program. I don't feel bad about the point entry. There's different ways of coming out here, just like the show. There's jewels and knowledge dropped everywhere. Eric Thomas does it. Bob Proctor does it. Jim Rohn has done it. Tony Robbins. I mean, like little 10-minute snippets here, 15-minute snippets here. And they've given me, I know for a fact, they've given me diamonds and gold to what I've been able to conform in my head. T.D. Jakes, whoever. Joel Osteen, Joyce Myers, whoever you're going to listen to. The whole point is, there's a list out there, Les Brown, all of them. But there's a point of understanding, okay? The only understanding we need within each other is the relationship we have with what has created us. There's a difference between us always making excuses as to why something's not going to work, why is it worth the investment, and what should we do with it, versus being able to put something into something we don't need. Now, the maintenance of her having that beautiful element to add it to her life is food, is vet bills, it's care, it's, grooming, all that stuff. And as fun as it may be to have another child, you already have 5. You already have 5 plus an additional 4 or 5 that you're getting in a relationship with. That's almost 11 people. So yeah, your relationship might not be that strained or that further pushed apart. And I'm not saying that this person doesn't deserve that or you don't deserve more. But on the other hand, if you're okay with grinding it out, you can put your best foot forward without complaining. If you're okay with dealing with what you have in mediocre standpoints, you are fine and happy and you can go to sleep at night waking up just as satisfied. By all means, I encourage you to do what makes you happy. You know what's coming. But if you feel dissatisfied, disoriented, and just messed up on what you're leaving behind to the same footsteps your children are taking behind you that you didn't want to take, and in this era you have plenty of options to do so, especially knowing someone like me. Come on now, let's be real here. This is the Shark Tank of guruism in the brain. I can come with ideas and help you put it together at least, and that's just free because I love to do it. But I'm just saying, if you have all these tools and aspects and a certain person or people around you, and you're still not taking a step for that, and you're still getting to the point where you say, I'm just tired of this and that. No, you didn't believe you could get this house, but yet you could believe you can put something down on something that eventually will probably cost the down payment of a house within a few years. You didn't believe you could upgrade and get something going, but yet you never took the chance to even upgrade yourself to get to going. You would rather go and hang out and just be in a state of trying to escape where you're at instead of running to something that could make you never feel like you have to escape anything ever again. So when I say hashtag blurred vision, the focus is not there. The vision is blurred when our mind is on something that we believe we need to suffice ourselves, to suppress ourselves. The vision is not there. The vision is always there when we see it justified, when we see our perception and our vision on what we want, what we believe we should have. And it's kind of a low self-esteem blow, because if we rather spend $700 on something, whether it be a reoccurring payment, whether it be reoccurring taking care costs, whatever it might be, but yet we say we strive for the future and we're not even willing to even think about $70 towards that, there's no more conversation to be had. Hashtag blurred vision means you focus on what you need to focus on and you blur your vision towards what you need to blur your vision with. But it's switched up when it's switched up. You focus on the things that you say you want, and then you get those things with the money you don't have or the time you say you're in need of. But yet you're not putting that time and that energy, that money, that focus on something that can enhance you to move you to the next level. The point is, it doesn't matter. And I look at different ones, say, oh, this generation's like this, generation's like this. Look, at the end of the day, this person is in a whole nother generation. Okay, they're hitting 50 soon. Another person's hitting 30 soon, 20 soon. I see more people with more ambition and drive from wherever they are. It's the hunger. It's the feel, it's the motivation, it's the moving aspects of that. Age is nothing but a number when it comes down to how much you want. There's multi-millionaires at this point before the age of 15. So we can't say the drive is based on age. It's all about hashtag blurred vision or not. The focus is the focus. The blurred vision is what we want to have as our distractions. And if that person's ending their year off in that kind of mentality, and you talk to people, like I could talk to people and look at them and tell if they're really thinking or not. Some of them just like to talk shop, but they're not about that. Now I know what Les Brown and Eric Thomas and different ones have said, and Bob Proctor and them. You can talk to people and you can almost feel this energy. Some people call me brujadia. I don't like being called the good witch, any kind of witch, the seer, the prophetess. I'm just me. I'm me touched with an extra little love and sometimes extra big love from the creator, because I connect like that with my being and who I was meant to be in my empath nature. All I'm saying is I know for a fact I don't want to be that way. It's not just pointing her out. I just want to say it's all of us in our own simple ways. Same thing as saying, oh, let me buy a delicious, grocery shopping, like I said, for some nice vegetables and some nice stuff. Oh, that's going to be like $80 bill for the groceries. But yet we go ahead and buy $60 bills in the groceries, and we go out for $20-something and $40-something for a quick little bite with like 10,000 calories through fast food. So it doesn't balance itself out. We're always trying to upgrade something, but we're not willing to upgrade ourselves. We're always trying to figure out a way to coddle what we know we're doing wrong and what we want to do right, but there's something in us that just fights us. It's something that just the doubt and the fear, the heaviness of our future failures that haven't even came yet. We're giving them fruition in life to live when they don't even have a place or a spot on our platform. False evidence appearing real. So hashtag blurred vision means this is the time not to have it, whether it be 2020, 2021, 22, no matter what it is, we need to get focal point. And I'm going to look at this from the point on to say, hey, are you having hashtag blurred vision, Lex? Are you willing to go spend? It's different with hygiene supplies and getting stuff like that. I get it. But at the same time, it comes down to what is really the deepness of our priority. Someone could tell me, hey, Lex, I need $100. Come out my pocket for it. But something else or software, some tool, something I need. Man, that's going to be $95. I'm like, I'll wait to get it. So my thing is I can't balance being there for someone else off of what I need to do in order to be there for thousands or millions more. I have to justify that to hashtag blurred vision too. The vision is not just to be for one person. That's blurred. Okay, the vision part of it is to be able to have it for as many people as necessary. So I want us to think about that. Have a wonderful, wonderful brand new start of the year. Hashtag blurred vision. Don't keep your eyes messed up. Your inner eyes, your outer eyes, you know what I'm saying. Be the change, feel the passion, embrace the power of the spirit. I hope this wasn't too rough with my voice and my breathing, but I did the best I could because I always want to give you more. So anyways, always check us out at Real Double Dose Channel at yandex.com and realdoubledosechannel.blogspot.com. The illumination of blank blank is coming out very soon, and when I roll out the red carpet, I will be giving out free giveaways of that book for a while once everything is going. And it's one book you don't want to miss, and I'll tell you even more later. So be the change, stay amazing, and we'll be back with you very, very, very soon. Happy 2020.